Survey finds financial literacy has fallen here in Ohio by 9% in the last decade. Economic researchers say that creates a big problem when trying to break the cycle of poverty.
Our Walter Smith Randolph takes a look at the numbers and what a local bank is doing to increase financial education.
From Local 12 News, childhood poverty, Cincinnati's crisis.
The numbers are in and Ohioans are failing at financial literacy. Take a look at this graph that we made for you. The National Financial Capability Study found only 32% of Ohioans can correctly answer 4 or 5 questions on a basic financial literacy quiz. 9 years ago, that number was 41%. Economists say this is not a good sign in the quest to break the cycle of poverty.
With a lack of financial education, if you don't have the education, it's likely that you won't be able to really teach a brother, sister, or child. So we see that there is a cyclical nature of a lack of financial literacy education.
Chris Nicak is surprised by the results of the National Financial Capability Study. The economics researcher says financial education must be a top priority when trying to lower the poverty rate.
Having some sort of exposure at an early age about financial education would be helpful. Ultimately, it's decision making, it's trade-offs, knowing the opportunity costs of doing something today or tomorrow or buying something now versus not buying it at all.
Bina Elliott, a senior vice president at Fifth Third Bank, agrees. She says talking about personal finances can sometimes be a taboo topic at home.
It's not offered in school and it's not being talked about at home, then the movement around being more educated around financial literacy does get stagnant.
That's why Fifth Third has a cradle-to-the-grave approach when it comes to financial education. It includes financial empowerment mobiles and special programs designed for Cincinnati public school students.
One is Smart Path with the University of Cincinnati Economics Department. We have a program that teaches initial basic financial literacy from K through the 8th grade that we do primarily in the Cincinnati public schools, and the Young Bankers Club program.
Elliott says getting kids talking about personal finances at a younger age can help build a firmer financial foundation.
It's about taking the taboo off of being talking about financial literacy and financial education, being honest and transparent with your kids around how you manage money and the mistakes you made.
Back at the UC Economics Center, Nicak says parents also need help from policymakers.
Having state initiatives to make sure that financial literacy education, maybe it shouldn't start in college. Maybe we should start with financial literacy education in the 1st grade. Maybe it should be every year in primary school.
Nicak and Elliott hope that exposure can reverse the trend. Walter Smith Randolph, Local 12 News.
That survey conducted by the FINRA Investor Education Foundation found Ohio was not alone in the decrease of financial literacy. The number of Americans who could answer 4 or 5 questions on the financial literacy test fell from 42% in 2009 to only 34% in 2018. And if you'd like to take the quiz, head to local12.com and click on this story.